Ghana Telecom, is it Telecommunication?
Ghana Communication Technology University.
Ghana.
Communication Technology University.
I see. All right. So you want to tell us your names?
Okay. So hi, my name is Phyllis.
Felix,
yeah.
in which year?
Level 300.
All right. And what course are you doing?
I'm currently studying marketing.
Marketing.
Yes.
All right. And who do we have here?
Marilyn.
Marilyn.
Yes.
Okay. And what course are you doing?
Software engineering.
In your
Third year.
You guys are siblings.
Yes. That's
I
my
see.
big
Who is
sister.
older?
I am.
You are the older.
Yes.
Nice one. So you have just about 2 years to get done with your education.
Exactly.
Okay. I have a question for you ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, straightforward question.
Okay.
If you completed your university education, your parents said to you,
Yeah.
we have an option for you.
Mm-hmm.
Choose between the two.
Yeah.
Either we give you 100,000 Ghana cedis to start whatever business you want to get into, or we fund your master's program in whatever course you want to do.
Okay.
Starting with the older. What would you say?
Okay. Is this something I've actually thought about for some time? There are quite a few advantages to going to do an MBA.
You've thought about this?
Yes.
You've actually thought about leaving school
Yes.
or not doing your master's program?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have. Actually, in the beginning, I hadn't even wanted to go to university. Yes.
Say that again.
I hadn't wanted to go to university.
Okay.
Yes, but I was encouraged to further my education because
Who encouraged you to go?
my parents.
What reason did they give you that made so much meaning for you to end up going?
Okay, so right now the job market is quite competitive.
Okay.
Yes, it's quite competitive, and even currently, even when you are a degree holder, you can struggle quite a bit to find good employment.
Okay.
So the encouragement was, even though I want to do entrepreneurship, at least I should have a backup plan.
I see.
Yes.
I see. That makes the question I asked quite easy for you to answer. I'll come back to you very soon. All right, so you have the same choice. Either we give you 100,000 Ghana cedis, go start off with whatever business you want to get into, or we fund your master's degree program. What do you do?
I would definitely take the 100,000 and start a business.
You start a business. We are going to get into the details of whatever business you guys are planning.
Okay.
But I'll take the 100,000.
Oh, you
I
take the
don't. I don't want to
100,000.
go to school.
Did you also have that mindset that you didn't want to go to university?
I also didn't want to go to university, but my reasons were a bit more different. I also wanted to start a business,
Okay.
but I'm more into art, so I definitely wanted to do something with
Yeah,
that.
she's quite artistic.
Yes.
Now, where are you getting this from? Is it from your parents? The interest in not, in rather pursuing business instead of school? Did you get this from your parents?
Oh, my parents are quite educated. They are all for going to school, so it's
Okay.
definitely not from them.
Yeah.
I think observing things that are happening now and seeing firsthand how the job markets can be very, very elusive.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what really pushed me, I'd say me to want to start a business instead of, following the traditional route of going to school and, getting a job.
All right. So I want to do the math. I want to look at 100,000 Ghana cedis in US dollars.
It's
today.
actually not much.
Let's see. 100,000 Ghana cedis divided by 16.
Yeah.
That is 6,250.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
US dollars.
That's nothing.
But
That's
you are
yeah.
choosing that over your master's degree.
Yes.
Yes.
I would say, first of all, for me, the way my perspective on it is, when you get, let's say, when you're able to get that startup capital
Okay.
to start a business, if what you studied as a degree is something that will complement your business,
Okay.
you would have more experience in the business instead of going to an MBA. Because when you go for an MBA, for instance, you wouldn't necessarily have practical, hands-on experience.
I see.
Yes, so that's something that is something I thought about a lot. Yeah.
Are you saying the same thing?
Well, not necessarily. Okay, she is coming from the perspective that her course is going to complement
What
her
she may
starting a
want to do,
business.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, but for me personally, I would branch off completely from what I'm doing.
Now let's get into what you would do with that money.
Okay.
This time I'm starting with you. 100,000 Ghana cedis, $6,250. What is your plan with that money? What business is it?
Okay, so I thought about a lot of things.
Okay.
I think what I finally settled on is I would invest into my idea for a fashion brand.
Fashion brand.
Yes.
Oh, you are into fashion. Is it clothing or bags or shoes or what is
Well,
it?
mostly clothing and bags, but not just that. And mostly I'll invest into my art.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm more passionate about.
Okay, so you think $6,250 is just what you need?
No, it definitely won't be enough. But I know that people have started businesses with way less.
Way less, $50.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
way less. So I don't want to be of the mindset that okay, 6,000 is not enough. Is too small.
How
you
can
can
we
you
be
can make
sure?
it work.
How can we be sure that you wouldn't end up buying the latest iPhone 16s, whatever plus, with that money instead of investing in your business? How do you guarantee that?
That's definitely this thing a valid concern because
Yeah, because I'm looking at you young ladies,
oh yeah
and it looks like you are more prone to buying that kind of stuff
Yeah.
than really investing the money in what you are
Yeah.
planning.
into what you want to do. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like that one is a factor of peer pressure.
Do you like iPhones?
Hey, of
Yes.
course.
Uh-huh.
Everyone does.
Would you want to have one?
Of
Yes.
course.
So if you have the money, the power to do it, wouldn't you do it?
No.
I think
it depends.
yeah, it depends.
Because I feel like
Mhm.
for me personally, if I get that phone and I don't have the ability to let's say generate more income, unless it's an investment.
Yes,
as a
exactly.
business,
If
I
I'm
w-
getting
I
a phone,
I wouldn't
I'm
purchase
seeing it as an investment.
You
I
have
would.
a phone already. That shouldn't be part of the conversation at all in the first place.
Yeah. No. Okay.
No,
it
no.
depends. So maybe, for instance,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting an iPhone maybe with the intention of let's say content creation or something like that.
Okay,
Because of
no, but let's not
Yeah.
veer off.
okay.
Your $6,250. What are you doing with it?
I had okay. Yeah, let me just start with one. One would be content creation.
Content creation.
Yes.
What? That is so long term.
Yes.
You need some years
In order to be able to. Okay. So
to,
when
to monetize and start making some good money,
Mm.
and then you make some decent money, and it goes on from there.
Mhm.
It doesn't just happen.
Mhm.
yes. So one of the ways that would start with the content creation would be UGC content. That
Okay.
would basically be like creating content for businesses. It's
Okay.
like stuff that people actually pay for.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then at the same time building a brand that people would want to engage in.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm in all support. I support whatever you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Content creation, fashion design, I support it. But when I look at the trend, when you look at the statistics in Ghana, out of every 100 companies that are started in January, by December, do you know how many are falling off? Like 70%.
Wow.
It's either they've fallen off or they've closed the shop or
Yeah.
they cannot restock because of
Yeah.
changes in prices. You know, so it is very easy that $6,250 fizzles out of your
Yeah,
hands.
because
Yes,
of inflation.
exactly.
And
Inflation is going to eat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you look on the world stage, what are young people doing recently? Are they getting further education, getting more master's degree, PhDs, or are they starting up businesses?
I think they are starting businesses.
They are starting
I
businesses.
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily agree.
Really?
I would say they are going to school.
Young
They're
people
going
are going to
alongside
school.
that.
Yes, they are going to school and having businesses as side hustles. More people are having businesses as side hustles, but they are also going to school.
Okay, I think what I would say is that people are going to school, yes, but they're also going with probably the intention of being their own bosses and seeing how they can start a business off of whatever they're learning. Because I think more people are realizing how unstable and insecure the job market is, and
Right.
how you can literally lose your job in
Yeah.
after dedicating years of your life. You
20
can
years,
yes you can
25.
yes you can easily lose your job. So I think when people are going to school and they are furthering their education, I think they are doing that with the intention of having a say in their
their
security.
lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the job market,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys are aware how much people are earning as salaries. People are earning as low as $25 a month.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Let me tell you what
Ghana
$25 a
cedis.
month is. 25 times 16
16.
is 400 cedis a month.
Serious. Wow.
Some are earning as low as $50 a month. $50 times 16 is 800 Ghana cedis. Okay. So is that what you are talking about? In terms of getting a job after, let's say, your master's degree and earning 2,000 Ghana cedis?
I think no. No, if you are getting a master's degree and you're going to the
Yeah,
job
you
market, to get
definitely it will
800,
definitely
No,
increase your
2,000.
to get
2,000.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
and what
I'm
what
being honest with you.
Okay,
How
wait.
much you think a
2,000.
master's
What-
degree holders
what did
are
you go
making?
to school for? That guy
No,
getting
wait,
800.
wait. But how much have you been thinking that master's degree holders are making?
At the very
At
least,
least
like
10,000.
5 or you are
That is what you
5.
think.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
10,000.
What in
CDs.
what industry?
Because PhD holders apparently get like 16K.
Listen.
Wait, we are
listen.
talking CDs, right?
Ghana
Cedis.
cedis.
Hey, I guess 800 in this economy.
No, let me say it again. Let me say it again.
What?
I'm saying to you that master's degree holders, on the average, they are making 2,000 Ghana cedis. Some are not even making that money
Yo.
a month.
Sure. A month.
First degree holders, I know a lot of first degree holders making 1,000, 1,200.
A month.
1 month.
Okay, wait, are they living with their parents?
Or
No,
they
They are
it-
living
it-
by themselves. No, because it actually matters, because if you are paying rent
Uh-huh.
and you're making 1,000, your rent is like 800.
Yes.
How much?
would you
How
live
will you
on it?
eat? Transportation alone.
Listen, you guys are living in a different world.
Eh.
You are living in a totally different world.
What?
Have you been living in Ghana in the last 10 years?
Yes.
Yes, but
Have you been asking questions? People working in Ghana. Have you
Yes.
asked?
okay, maybe
Yes,
the
but-
people I know, they are earning
Yes,
money because
no,
they look.
because-
So they
comfortable.
told you they are
Charlie-
making how much?
They don't tell me how much they're making, but they are fairly comfortable.
Yes, they are comfortable. And when you ask them, some of them like really, really comfortable.
Let me tell you what is happening. There's two groups of people working in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Those that have worked for more than 10 years
Yeah.
in a career like banking. Okay?
Yeah.
At that level, when you have gone through the mill in the banking industry,
Yeah.
then you get to a certain pedestal where your salary is, considerably good.
Yeah.
You have access to loans and this and all these benefits. And then we have people that are working with private companies, private enterprises.
Yeah.
Then we have people working with the government ministries.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you don't end up working in a good government department,
Yeah.
if you don't end up working in a good bank, and you go work with a private entity,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you are going to end up making 2,000 Ghana cedis, holding a master's degree. And you'll be asking
And that,
yourself
wait,
all these
that's
questions.
for a private
Wait,
entity.
do you
And
know-
that is what is trending now, because the
is-
government
Is that
is not easy.
acceptable? That's the acceptable like.
The
No,
minimum
because what's the
wage-
minimum
The minimum
wage?
wage is, I think, is it 15 Ghana cedis per day?
A
Yo,
day, yo?
50.
No.
No. Hey,
How much is
15.
transport? No, I don't believe that.
15.
It's 18.15 Ghana cedis
A day.
a day.
Even transportation, how much is that?
What is, as of January 1st,
So that's the minimum
2024, minimum wage of Ghana is 18.15 Ghana cedis per day. You guys are living in a very, very fairy tale, Cinderella
Wow.
world.
I think you just broke my brain because what? What?
Now do the math. Multiply this by 30. 18.15 by 30. What do you get? 18.15 by 30.
544.
So I told you people are making $40. So people are make $40. That is the figure. 500. So when a company
Yes.
hires a person in Ghana and is paying the person 500 Ghana cedis, the company is not breaking any law.
As minimum, you see, that's the thing about it, morals and ethics. Because at a certain point in time, considering the economy, how can you justifiably pay an individual
Exactly.
who has gotten the necessary level
The
of
necessary,
education
yes.
and
Because in that
minimum
case,
wage? 'Cause
then
minimum wage is for people who are not educated and
Exactly.
who are engaged in like
Minimum
low
wage
class.
is for salaries, not just uneducated.
Really?
what?
No, but you see, at a certain point, I just
I'm happy you guys need to reprocess this,
yes.
Then I
'cause-
think in that case it's safer and even a better
so that you
option.
appreciate whatever you get from your parents. Let me tell you the truth. a lot of parents, a lot of people working in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
they can in no way or shape or form depend on their salaries. If you look at people's take-home salaries
Yeah.
and you look at the lifestyle they live,
Mm-hmm.
it is two different things. People's take-home salary may be 2,800. They have 3 children or four
That's
children.
insane.
3,800 Ghana cedis, 4 children. And they all go to good schools.
Yeah.
They pay a lot of tuition fee. You have to buy fuel. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter, these are people who are living on a budget of more than 8,000 Ghana cedis. The question is, where do they get the extra money from? Which
Where
they will
do
never
they-
share with you.
Okay, so where do you think they're getting the money
Where do
from?
I think they get it? That is why there's a lot of corruption in the country. People are not dependent on their salary. You
Because
look
then
at their
that's a-
lifestyle,
that's
you
a
look
big
at their
problem.
salary,
Mm-hmm.
there is a big disparity.
Very big disparity because
No, but you see, that's the thing about it. If you want to have happy workers
Uh-huh.
or people who are engaged and who are truly productive,
Uh-huh.
you have to compensate them fairly.
That is true.
Because if
Mm-hmm.
for me, I can be fairly certain that most of the people
Please
who
speak
are
in the microphone.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm fairly certain that most of the people who are being paid like that 500,
Uh-huh.
800 Ghana cedis, they're usually working from, let's say, from 8 to 5, sometimes even longer, doing
Right,
doing overtime.
exactly.
So if you want them to be able to give their best, then
To
that
give their
means you
best.
have to be ready to give them the necessary
Very true.
compensation. And then when you pay them enough, first of all, they wouldn't be incentivized to take money from you using
You
other
know.
means.
The excuse these companies will give you is
Uh-huh.
we are not making that much profit.
That's not true.
Yo.
That's not true.
You think all the businesses are making profit?
Not all of them are making profit.
No.
So
But
if
you
the
can
business is not making
compensate-
profit, what do you think will happen to the employees?
They would
They'll-
go out of business. But here's a perspective
Uh-huh.
that I feel like. I would say that if you give employees a stake in the business, you say, okay, what you are doing is directly contributing to our bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like, okay, I'm actually having a part in what is actually going on,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be determined to give more. So, for instance, with salespeople, they are being paid on the commission, right? The more you sell, the more you'll be incentivized to, how do you call it, to actually do more, because you know that more pay is coming to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have, like, let's say a base,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But if the whole business was structured in that way, it's like if you do more, if you perform better, if you're able to, let's say, make customers more happy, you are, let's say, a customer personal person. So that means you might not necessarily see money being exchanged directly, but the fact that you are able to bring in people who are happy and who are willing to stay with
Yeah.
the business, that contributes to the business bottom line in the end. So if they're able
You're
to
only speaking
recognize,
for salespeople who are working on commissions.
I'm not just saying sales. So I just gave the example of let's say customer service personnel who are able to work with cheerfulness and do the necessary and go the extra mile in order to keep happy customers. That's
Right.
the happy customers. The business will grow. There is no way in which you have a business that is, let's say, that is giving customers what they want. That wouldn't grow. It's really
what
not
is
possible.
happening is what you are saying should
Yeah.
have been one of the ideal things,
Yeah.
but that is not what is happening. What is happening is businesses are always in a competition.
Mm-hmm.
You are selling the right things, you are making your customers happy, but the next door neighbor is also selling the same thing. You can walk through any street in Ghana, you have 5 provision
That's so
stores.
wrong.
Yeah.
In
And
one
I've
street.
never understood
So
that.
no matter what you do, you have to share all those people, the clients, with everybody that is selling on the street. Very competitive. So sometimes they don't make that much profit. But my issue is I'm happy you guys are getting to know exactly how much people are making so that you don't overthink of certain things and think, oh, you are going to get a master's degree and come make some 10,000 Ghana. It ain't happening.
So I think that just fuels the points that I would take the
Yes.
100,000 and do something better for myself.
True.
If you take the 100,000 and work with it and you don't succeed with it, what happens?
You can still.
Would
you can
people
always,
say you are a failure?
it doesn't matter what people say.
It does- Yeah, and I don't think
Would you feel you have failed losing that kind of money
you only feel when you
you
give
could have
up.
gotten a master's degree?
You only
I
feel-
think you only feel when you give up.
Good,
When you give up on
good.
yourself, because no business succeeds on the first try. You would definitely have to keep
Especially
going.
when you're
Keep making
inexperienced.
mistakes. You need
Yes.
to make mistakes to be able to grow.
I like what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Mistakes is what makes you.
Yes, exactly. So you can't go in with a 100,000. So obviously, the way to strategize with the money would be, don't go in with just 100,000, bam, like that.
Yeah.
So you can section the money. Okay, I'll
Let's
use
say-
this
let's
for
say by
this.
little, yeah.
You know, you start with as little as possible, and then you see whether what you're doing is working, and then you can reinvest. And first of all, if you use a portion of the money and you see profits, you reinvest the profits, and you don't go and touch probably the other parts of the money that you've set
Okay.
aside. So I think the mindset shouldn't be that as soon as you start a business, you would succeed. People
Yes, or
have
you make
started like
money,
5
yeah.
businesses and they have all failed. You just need that one thing to work for you. So yeah.
There was this guy who came to the studio, I think,
Mm-hmm.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the video on YouTube.
No, I don't think so.
He's a roller skater.
Mhm. In Ghana.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
making decent money, charging
Mhm.
130 Ghana cedis per session
Okay.
for 1 hour.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So he's telling us how he had to look at a different industry
Mm.
in order to survive.
Yeah.
You know, he's using roller skating to advertise for insurance companies, for corporate entities, and he's getting paid very well. Now, you are talking about podcasting or what content creating.
Yeah.
You are talking about fashion designing.
Yeah.
Outside of these two, what else could you do? Have you thought of any other thing that is not regular? Because it looks like for the regular ones, there are a lot of people going into it. What about things that are outside of the two things that you mentioned? Things like what? Chocolate making.
Chocolate making.
Ghana
I'll say-
produces the biggest chunk of cocoa, seeds
Mhm. That's about to change.
in the world.
Yeah.
That's about to change.
Why
That's
do you
about
say
to
that?
change.
Because
Oh,
of galamsey.
Because of the
They are-
galamsey. Now they are saying that cocoa beans is full of
Yeah.
metals.
Ah.
Okay, so what else would you do outside of this?
Outside.
I think.
I'll-
This-
okay,
mhm.
go
Go
first.
ahead.
Go
ahead.
Go
I think
first,
besides
go.
that, I wouldn't. You go ahead. I'm thinking.
In order for
Okay,
you
so
to
the
in
first
order for
thing-
you to succeed in fashion design,
Mm-hmm.
you have to create fashion trends or new designs or find a seamstress, someone who will sew for you. Okay, and now look for people who are going to be interested in wearing your clothing, or maybe you model them yourself. It takes time. What I'm trying to say to you is, these kind of businesses, it takes time for people to actually get to know you. But what I've learned from businesses is, you need that kind of a side business
Yeah.
that will every day give you, say, $5, so that you don't become
Yeah.
so desperate. You don't put your hands in the same funds that you are using to
Yes.
take care of your business.
Yeah.
True.
You need something on the side that every day can give you maybe $5, so you know your food is secured,
Yeah.
your water is secured, you can have your transportation, you don't have to depend on the parents.
Yes.
So in as much as you have fashion design on your mind and content creating on your mind, you know this is long term.
Yes.
So which other side hustle can you put in addition to this so that you get something every day, something small, not too much, something that can make you buy food morning, evening, every day.
I will sell food.
You sell food.
Yes.
That's not a bad idea.
Because do you know what I realized?
Tell me what you read.
The Indomie sellers. Do you know how
Uh-huh.
much they're making?
A lot. Even the egg sellers.
Yes.
Yes.
The egg and pepper.
Yeah.
The chili
Inko-
pepper.
Inkosi
thing.
Animeku.
But you, will you sell egg and pepper? No. Would you sell egg and pepper? No. So let's be
I will
real.
sell
Why?
Indomie.
Why not?
I'll sell noodles.
You see, the thing about it is, if push comes to shove,
That is when push comes to shove.
but
Push
if-
hasn't
if-
come to shove
okay,
yet.
Okay, then in
Tell
that
me
Then I'll
the
sell
rea-
Indomie. Also, if anything at all, I can eat what I mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
See,
And
tea
they actually
joints.
make a lot because
I know.
I realize when you buy one Indomie and they buy the box.
So the prices are lower.
Yes, prices are way lower. Vegetables are not as expensive
Right.
as, let's say, protein, and then eggs are not that expensive either, especially when you buy it in bulk.
Right.
So if they prepare all this, they are making at least 50% margin.
So let's say every day they make, say, 100 Ghana cedis profit. That is good money.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
You can eat what you make,
And
and
you are
then
eating what
Yes,
you make.
exactly.
Let me
True.
look at 100 Ghana cedis for, say, you are working 25 days.
Oh it's be more than
2,500.
almost as
And
much
you-
as the
Yes.
People working 8 to
That's
Yes,
That's
even
fine.
even
Much
even
better,
more,
yeah.
even more.
And
than
you are
some-
only
than
maybe
some
doing
people.
this in the evening.
yes
Mhm.
with tea and even other
The bread and
stuff.
egg.
Yes.
That's my boss bread and egg. I spent almost like 15 CDs. I'm like, hey, why?
So you may put cooking, selling food on the
Yes,
side.
Yeah.
selling food definitely.
What would you add to it?
For me, I would say snacks.
Snacks like what?
Okay, so I was having a snack business
Mhm.
Mm.
where I sold it's like chips.
Chips.
Okay.
Chips to my
Plantain
mates.
chips.
No,
No, not plantain
like
chips. Like
the foreign
the
chips, like
Lay's
Pringles,
and
Oh, I
Pringles.
see.
Yes.
Are Ghanaians interested in this?
Hey,
Yes,
you'd be
actually,
surprised.
It tastes really good, and surprisingly, I made good money with it. So
So why did you stop?
I'm trying to focus my attention elsewhere.
I see.
I'm building my skills right now.
I see.
It was quite time consuming, but yes,
I see. So
it's a good
between 100,000 Ghana cedis, $6,250,
yeah,
and a master's degree, you have chosen,
100,000
and you are doing
marketing.
marketing and content creating.
Yes,
Okay.
marketing.
And you have chosen 100,000,
100,000.
and you are doing,
A fashion brand and now soul food.
and you sell food.
Yes, Indomie. Fashion designer by day.
Yes,
Indomie
Indomie
seller
seller
by
by
night.
night, and that's on period.